Hey, what's going on, you guys? Fico here. Today, I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about Resident Evil 2. Got a ton of really cool things to say. I played all three versions, the Xbox, PS4, and the PC version. We're going to talk about the good, we're going to talk about the bad, which is very little. And we're going to talk a little bit about the annoying. Now, Resident Evil is coming out. Resident Evil 2, it's a remake of the original game that came out like many years ago. It was like in the 90s that came out. And this game is it's coming for all those three platforms, and it's made using the same engine that Resident Evil 7 was made out of. The name of the demo was called the one-shot demo, which basically meant to me it meant either one of two things. One, you either had one shot, which is ridiculous. I don't know why you would put a very difficult thing. Or the one that I feared would be that you only had one opportunity to play this game. And sadly enough, I found out from the moment that you boot up the game, it tells you that you only have 30 minutes to play. All right. The final game may differ. Really? Oh shit, look at this. The final game may differ from this demo. This demo is only playable for a one-off 30-minute trial. This demo can only be played online. Okay. Hold on, so you can't play this game again after 30 minutes? So it's a demo you could only play once. I guess they said it was a one-shot. And once you finish playing this game for 30 minutes, it's over. You can die as many times as you want. You can clear the game as many times as you want, because you get to a point and then it says that it's cleared, and then you can start it over again. But once 30 minutes are done, you cannot replay it. What it does is it tells you thanks for playing, and it plays a special one-shot trailer in it. And in every single one of them, you play as Leon S. Kennedy on his first day. You're already at the police station. If you've already split up with Claire Redfield, that part is never shown. I think it's shown perhaps in one of the other trailers, but it's not shown here. Now, every single version of this game is different in terms of how it's letting you know about the 30 minutes. For instance, on the PS4, I couldn't tell how long you had left. Little toy, and kill the guy next to you and I'll spare the others. You yell about justice and pride, but how many times do you go against me? Your superiors. No! No! No, 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 no! No! Oh! You're kidding me! It's already been 30 minutes! You were killing me! Is that it? Well, wait, hold on. Hold on. I wanted to see the liquor! When you played it on Steam, every time you get a little notification down at the bottom when you play, like you're getting an achievement, and apparently it's like timed achievements. It tells you 10 minutes, 15 minutes. So it's giving you an indication. And on the Xbox version, when you pause, you have a little bit of a timer on the top right every time you paused. I didn't notice this on the PlayStation 4 version. And sadly, I even tried re-downloading the game because I thought, maybe it's one of those, you play it once and then you have to just re-download it again. Well, no, it doesn't matter. You could erase the game and re-download it. It will not give you another opportunity. We'll talk about that in a little bit later. But I wanted to give you my impressions. I did play it first on the PS4 because I thought that it was only there. And then I found out that it was on Steam and on Xbox. On Xbox, it took the longest because I have the the console hooked up on Wi-Fi, and it's about 7 gigs in size. So anyway, I ran with the PS4 Pro, and it ran at 60 frames per second. And I couldn't clear it before it ran out because I was just looking at the environments, at the place, at the police station, just all the places where you could go. And from the get-go, I just realized, and I kept making this comparison when I was doing this in stream, which I will show you clips of while I'm, in between this. Essentially, Resident Evil 2, the remake, is basically Resident Evil 2 on Resident Evil 7's graphics engine with Resident Evil 4's movement, which is the over-the-shoulder, you see Leon all the time. It's also Resident Evil 5's, 6, and it's Resident Evil 4's main one, which is also Leon. Your aim mechanics as well. And you had Resident Evil 7's menu interface, which I thought it was great. That it was very familiar, and I could have preferred if it was like a little more unique. But when you go into the menu, it does look different. It's very organized. I really do like it. But it's the graphics where this shines. I mean, the mechanics are wonderful. I mean, Leon moves very precise. The mechanics are very familiar to those who have already played Resident Evil 7. But overall, just the game ran super smooth with the PlayStation 4 Pro at 60 FPS. The game looked absolutely brilliant and beautiful. I mean, everything inside that police station made me think about Resident Evil 2 from when I first saw it on the PlayStation like many years ago. I was getting math tutoring, and then the son of the tutor says, "Hey, come here, I want to show you something." And he showed me the open cinematic of Resident Evil 2. And then I saw the police station, and that was like immediately like one of the most epic, most well-known places in video games. It's that police station in the Raccoon City Police Departments, the RPD. I mean, everything looks so beautiful because of RE Engine, but the fact that it just also all looks very familiar. I mean, the statue in the police station is still there. Paintings from rooms that are in the original game are there, and just absolutely everything just kept on giving me nostalgia. But it still felt like a more dreadful game because of how everything was so realistically scary. Like the zombies, they just felt unique, and every time you ran into zombies, every time it was different zombies, and they were just annoying. Like a single headshot will not take these zombies down, and you have the way that you could just run away from them as well too. So you have those memories, except that it's so much darker in certain places, so it's harder to move in some. So it's definitely got that feeling of you just like, oh crap, what am I gonna do? Landed was a headshot.
What the?
You. That's 4? Okay. You're right. You're dead. You have got to be kidding me. You know what?
Bastard.
Are you gonna come back? If you do, I am gonna be so mad. The atmosphere is very chilling. I mean, like obviously with the darkness, there's areas that are, that have water on the floor, and you hear splashing, and then the sound of the zombies is very distinct. You kind of sort of think of Resident Evil 2 again when you're hearing those zombies. It's very, very awesome. It's just enjoyed just the overall feel of that game. Just very, very good. It's just really cool mechanic that I think it's kind of sort of more similar to Resident Evil 1's knife survival mechanic, which you have a knife, but in this game the knives are not they don't last forever. So you get a knife, but this knife can break. This knife can break, and it has limited usage, which means you pick up different knives. I kind of would have preferred to have a permanent knife, and it's weird that you are now making this game now a little more realistic with the knives, but you only make the one spot to fill a shotgun, and you can only save in one typewriter, and typewriters just saves your location. But the boxes, I think, hold your stuff anywhere you put them. I didn't actually test that. So anybody wants to correct me, post in the comments down below. You put one thing in one item box, means you have to go. This game is also easier because you also get to see where items that you couldn't pick up are on the map, and if you click on the map, they'll be there. In places on the map, they will be there. Items like herbs you didn't pick up, they'll be there. Items you picked up, they'll be there. So, you know what? You won't get frustrated with this game. Clearly, they meant to make Resident Evil back then a little more like realistic. Whereas here, I think they wanted to opt for a more video game-ish, like friendlier approach. But it's still a wonderful game. And but it's just the graphics are just what takes me, and it felt really good playing with the with the PS4. Everything was very responsive. I am just kind of terrible playing FPS games with controllers, which is why I'm super happy to announce that the PC version of this game is superior. It runs at 60 frames per second, and it's frame of reference. I am running an old AMD 8350 processor, but I am running a GeForce GTX 1070 Ti, which I just got last year. And the aiming and the movements felt really comfortable. I mean, it felt like I was playing an FPS because when I was aiming, it was fairly responsive when I was using the mouse. I was aiming at the head. I was always aiming at the head. I had no problems. I was so happy. It was kind of weird that the actions you were doing were all the left mouse button, and I always kept clicking on E, and it was so weird. It just, every action, you had to just push the left mouse button. So it was a little tough to get used to because that was also your shooting button as well too. So you aim with the right mouse button, and then you shoot with the left mouse button. So I found that very strange that actions were also the left mouse button. So that was different. Got used to it, but I still kind of like, you know what, if you're giving me like the WASD controls, give me E, but that's fine, whatever. It's just, I'll just get used to it. Or if you could rebind them, I could just do them. The game still looked amazing, and it ran beautifully. Now, I played it on Xbox, and that's where I started running into the, okay, now this console could definitely not handle this game, but you could tell that the hardware in it's not enough for it to run at 60 frames per second. I'm running on the Xbox One, not the Xbox One X. Now, I don't know if it enhanced the game and that's why it ran slower, but it ran slower. I noticed things were sort of loading while you were getting near them, like textures were loading or details on some objects were loading as you approached them. Also, I did notice that the control and the aiming mechanics on Xbox One just kind of felt a little more loose, and it was a lot harder to hit people. I mean, I'm terrible playing FPS with controllers, but it definitely felt a little weird at first, but then you kind of get used to it because I've been playing these games on console before I started playing them on on PC. So, and overall, I enjoyed pretty much all. Before I come to the conclusion, I do think that this game is just absolutely excellent. Based on the demo, it never crashed on me. It never slowed down on me on either PC or PS4. It was a little slow on Xbox One, but it never like crashed or slowed down on me. It was a really well-made demo But I do take issue with the 30-minute time limit. Now, the 30-minute time limit, I wouldn't have an issue if it lets you replay the game. It doesn't. It doesn't let you replay the game. So basically what that means is that if you download this copy of this demo, this one-shot demo, in any version, you will not be able to play this. You'll have to get into another account, or you might have to do what I did. I just downloaded it for the Xbox and the PlayStation, and I downloaded it on PC. So I was able to play a good an hour and a half of Resident Evil, but it was a bit of a chore to download each of them individually as I'm playing. On top of that, even if you uninstall it, it will not work. And you have to also be online to play this, which I found kind of strange. And I think it's probably because it has to detect that you've done your time. I don't know why Capcom doesn't want you to replay this. Now, some might say that this is just to generate hype, because if you're playing this game multiple times, you're just not gonna feel the same when you're playing it because you've played it so much and you mastered the mechanics. But the thing is, you don't do much in this game. You actually get to a point where you go back to the main lobby once you've done the main things in the game, demo at least, and the game ends. And then once it ends, you could continue to play. You can die as many times as you want. I didn't die once. One time was because I didn't have enough time to play. Two, because I was able to beat the whole thing in 15 minutes, and I didn't know you could replay again. And on Xbox, I was able to replay again because it still showed that I still had time. So I was able to do it. I feel weird. It feels weird that you have to go through how much hassle to just get under 2 hours of gaming. And I think of people who do not have a fast internet, who do not have unlimited bandwidth caps, who are on a very, very limiting amount of time. These are people who have to leave the download and then go away for hours to just play only 30 minutes. To me, if this was a replayable demo, I would definitely not have much of a problem. And it's also a big download. It's a 7.1 gig. So by the end, I downloaded 21 gigs of the same game 3 times. And you don't play any different on any of them. You play as Leon. It's the same demo. You don't get to play as Claire. You don't get to do anything else. Once you're done with 30 minutes, you'll do the same exact thing. So I saw the same guy die like 4 times. Oh, shit. Oh, Jesus. Oh, wow. Jesus Christ. Yeah, you're dead. Oh. Oh. Jesus Christ. Yeah, you're not. You're dead, bro. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh god, dude. Jesus Christ. Hurry! Open up! Open the goddamn door! This is the 4th time I've seen this dude get ripped by zombies. Help me! Help me! Help! Help! Ah! Stop! No! Don't suck my dick that hard! My dick! Is it still there? In that cinematic, the one where Leon just kind of pulls him out of the grate, the zombies just chewed off his bottom half. It's not a spoiler because they did show it as part of the, I think it's like either the E3 trailer, I think it was, or the second one. So it's not a spoiler. So, but ultimately, I actually really did enjoy the experience. It's just I kind of wish I didn't have to go through so much of a hassle for just 30 minutes and then do it again for 30 minutes and then do it again for 30 minutes. But the graphics are amazing. The controls feel really good. Leon's voice acting feels a little too relaxed. For me, it felt like Leon, yeah, he was reacting to things, but he kind of sort of feels like he's still like that cool cop. But you remember, this is supposed to be his first day on the job. It's canon. They didn't rewrite this part. This is literally his first day on the job. And he's just calm and cool and collected about everything. But, you know, you still feel the dread in these games. It's just weird that Leon is very calm. And also, the trailer is super duper spoilery. The extended one, when I saw it, I couldn't believe they were detailing things that were happening in the end of the game. This is Resident Evil 2. This is one of your best games, Capcom. Are you not confident? Why did you give this so much for your marketing team to do this? I found this very weird. But even in these trailers that they show in this demo, you get told that you will be playing as Hunk. We'll get told that you will be also doing Tofu Survivor, which I find that incredibly charming and wonderful. You're shown so many plot-specific spoilers that I just found it so strange that why would you be doing this? I mean, in the context of the person who's never played this game, you're still showing way too much stuff that's going to happen later. But in the context of someone who has played the game and beaten the game, it's like, why are you telling people this? Let them find out. And it's worse in the older trailers because they reveal a ton more information. So I don't know why you chose to do that. Just show gameplay, show some character interaction, show a few things, but don't spoil things. But overall, my opinion is this game is excellent. Just based on the demo, I feel that this game has a ton to offer. This game is just, in terms of how it works, I mean, in terms of the mechanics, it's Resident Evil 4 mechanics, and they've kind of got those on lock. They're the ones that created them. But graphics is where it stands because they were able to make RE Engine just make the world of Resident Evil feel brand freaking new. They could have done what they did with Resident Evil, the remaster, which is still looks great, holds up great. Even now, it still holds up really great. But the reality of this is that this should feel like a new game, and it really is a new game. They've combined some of the best elements of some of the last couple of Resident Evil games to give the best one of the series. In popular opinion, my favorite is 4, but to me, this one was the one that elevated Resident Evil. This one was the one that made Resident Evil into a superstar, and it makes sense that if you're going to give a remake to any of them, it's going to be this one. And I enjoyed it. I wish I would have played it for more, but the tactic worked. I am going to get this game at launch. I'm getting this game at launch, and I hope that everything goes according to plan, because I want to play this game. And because I feel as though Capcom's not perfect. I hate what they do with their fighting games and their economies and stuff like that. But with Resident Evil, they either get it wrong, Resident Evil 6, or they get it super duper right. And Capcom will, I think they've got it right with this. And I'm super duper excited. I'm super happy, and I'm most definitely getting this. Impressions of this demo was just great. I enjoyed myself playing these. And if you want to play these, just keep in mind that you are not going to be able to play this after you're done. So record your gameplay, or do what I do, stream it so that you could catch the VODs later. And then, for the love of God, remember that it's only 30 minutes. Don't faff around. If you want to look around, just look around, of course. Which of course, you know, I think if you're going to give it to, you know, like people who are on the press, they might get it for longer. But for normal people, I think they need more time. But you do enough to kind of be like, okay, this game is going to be part of my library. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. I cannot believe that we are getting a Resident Evil game by the end of the freaking month. January the 25th. That's the day in which this game comes out. And I am super duper excited. So, comment below if you guys did play the Resident Evil 2 remake demo. Let me know what you guys think. And if you guys got any opinions about the 30-minute time limit, just let me know. I mean, I personally don't think the hassle of doing extra accounts or hacking is really that worth it for 30 minutes. I already did a lot to get more time, but I did it mainly just to fill time for my Twitch stream. So, but anyway, guys, I did enjoy playing this game. Got a couple of good clips out of it. So, thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you guys think of this video as well too. Comment below. Let me know. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Subscribe and put that notification bell. Click that thing so that you get notified whenever a video gets into your notifications feed. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Fico. This was my gaming mind. Freaking Resident Evil, man. Take it easy, everybody. Bye. What? I shot him on the head, he didn't. Oh shit. Gotta conserve my.
Jesus! They're everywhere!
No, Leon, no! Oh, Leon.
Oh, fuck.
Jesus. Oh god, this is happening. Oh! No. Not gonna let you in. This is a police station. No. I got a shotgun. Got another zombie coming in here. Shit! Look at that. The kind people over the police station. They were just like, welcome, Leon. Hi. Welcome to the force. Okay.